Hello, everyone. We welcome into the studios today. This is Jeanie Hayslip.
Good morning.
And Jeanie is here. Good morning. Jeanie is here to speak to us today about the Lighthouse Adult Daycare Center. Jeanie, you take advantage of the services that the Lighthouse offers.
Yes,
and
I
there
do.
are some sweet people at the Lighthouse, are
Yes,
they
they
not?
are very professional and helpful. And there's a Christian song, "The Lighthouse."
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for the, I'll cry, but if it wasn't for the Lighthouse, where would this ship be?
Tell me.
And I come from a dark, deep, dark place when I had no one. I was at home alone with my husband who has dementia. He also has some other mental health issues, and he was in a program through the VA that he could go do things. He has a caseworker that helps him, and she's the one told me about it, but it was just a couple of hours a week. And you know, you're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's no, I don't do some of these things, but you don't go get nails done, you don't go to the beauty shop, you don't go to the doctor, you don't go to the grocery store, you go nowhere by yourself because you can't leave them.
Yeah.
And there's no one at home, and the darkness was surrounding me. And she told me about the Lighthouse.
Yeah.
And so at first he said, "I'm not going to go there." And so we convinced him, just try it out. You don't have to stay. You know, let's just see. So we did the application and got approved on a grant. It's not like children's daycare where you're going to pay so much per week, whether they go or not. They don't have to go every day. They don't have to go 8 hours a day. They can go 2 or 3 hours a day. And that gives you that opportunity to just go window shopping, or, I mean, you know, I didn't know how much, and about forgot how much fun Walmart was. Because I could go there and shop and
Yes,
not,
ma'am.
you know, you turn and look at something and you turn back around and he's got the buggy and he's way down there on the
Gone.
other end. So you got to
Yeah.
holler for him and chase him down, and,
Yeah.
you know, and he
Yeah.
can't help it. He can't help it.
No.
And,
He can't
you know,
help it.
so, yes, it's just been going on 3 years now. And if it hadn't been for them, he would be in a facility,
Yeah.
because I would be in a facility or not here anymore. Because as a caregivers, until you do it, you just don't know what all it is. You just think, well, they're at home. It's just so much, and their situation progresses. You know, it goes, well, you can't leave them alone. They can't drive anymore. They can't take a shower. They just, the need is getting greater and greater. And
Yeah.
if you don't get a break, you break.
Yeah.
And the Lighthouse is, and I just can't say enough good about them and what they offer. It's not just people that they hire, you know, come in and it's professionals. There's a nurse there every day, does their vital signs. They get balanced meals for their needs, whether it's diabetes or whatever, from the hospital. They pick them up, the food, and bring it there. And they have a lunch every day. They have activities. They play games. They have movies. They go out and walk when the weather permits. And they're monitored closely. And it's just, he loves it. And because of that, I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm able to breathe. I'm able to do things that I couldn't do before, and I'm able to work part-time, which is my socializing. You know, so I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
And you probably have some questions, and I told you when I got started that I couldn't say enough good about the Lighthouse. And I met a lady recently with her husband and her son, and I recognized that face. What I recognized was the face I was seeing in the mirror when I was getting up in the morning before the Lighthouse. And it broke my heart. And I asked her, could I talk to her? And at that time, they had planned a meeting for caregivers. It was a support system. They were trying that out, see how that worked.
Yes, ma'am.
And I got her to the side and I told her about the Lighthouse, and I gave her my invitation to the support system, and she went. And he got his TB skin test that day, and he's going 2 hours a week. And she sat by me and held my hand through that meeting, and we both cried. And we both learned a lot. And they was telling us a list of things that you shouldn't do. Don't do this, don't. I said, well, I got an F on that report card. So I was educated on how better to treat my loved one and what not to do that would aggravate them, because I thought I was doing the right thing, but I didn't know. And we continue to have that. We're going to have another one this month. So there's not just the fact of you going there. They're going to have, they're having caregiver support systems. And the lady from Macon comes, and she's over the Alzheimer's, or whatever, you know, and hospice comes, and they talk to you, and it was just wonderful, and I'm grateful for it. And was anything else you want me to?
Yeah.
What could I tell you?
Yeah, yeah. Your husband's name's Jerry.
Yes.
When was he diagnosed?
First of all, he's bipolar. Before that, he's bipolar, and it was in 22 that he had his last real critical episode of mania, and the damage put him into dementia. So that's how we got in the program, through the range program through the VA, was because of that. And that's how I met his caseworker, Sally Watson Hall, and she told me about the Lighthouse, and we got him in there. So it's been since then.
Yeah, yeah.
And
so he was a vet. He
Yes.
was already involved with the VA,
Yes.
and then the dementia set in, and he got
Right.
support on that.
Right.
And then the VA, and also provided funding, but provided the information for the
Right.
Lighthouse. But there's funding, if you're a vet, available for
Right.
dementia care, for daycare, for.
Medicaid will pay for it if they're a Medicaid patient. If they're a veteran, the Veterans Association. But then also they interview you and see, you know, it's not about if you can't pay for it, that's okay. This is through United Way, and they have grants that pay for it. When I was just shocked when I did the application, and they called me and did a phone interview. And she's like, well, how does this impact you? And when I got through telling her, she says, he's qualified, and we're going to send him 5 days a week. He can go 5 days a week, whether I take him or not.
Sure.
He can go 5 days a week. And I just broke down, you know.
Yeah,
in
what a relief
gratitude.
that is for you. Yeah, in gratitude. Go ahead.
It was amazing. And then they called me back a little while, a few days later, and said, we have products that we can give you, you know, to help you. And I'm like, well, what? So it was Depends, diapers, wipes, the floor, body wipes and floor, you know, wiping counters and stuff like that.
Wow.
And they even gave him a lift chair. And the only drawback to the products was they all came at the same time, so you get a year's worth. So you got, you know, but what a blessing that was.
Yes, yes.
And I mean,
Wow.
people that, if you don't be afraid to stop and talk to them. Get an application and fill it out. Tell them your story. I'm telling you mine, and I won't tell you everything because that's just not what you do. But if you don't do self-care, you can't do loved one care, and you're going to break. You can't do this on your own. I moved away from here, and then I moved back. Well, when I moved back, I don't have family here local that can help. So I was in that home by myself with them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was day in, day out, 24/7.
Yeah, yeah.
You couldn't go outside without him going with you. You couldn't work in the yard because he'd come out there. Well, he can't be in the heat because of his medication. So you can't go outside and work in the yard.
Period.
He had to be with you.
Yeah.
You know, and to go to the doctor just to sit. He had to go, and fortunately I could leave him in the waiting room at that time. You know, now they transition. Unfortunately, they're not going to get better.
Right. Wow.
But they can stay better if they're active. At home, he sits in a chair and he sleeps. I can't go play games. I don't have that. You know, my home, I still have to cook and clean and take care of things, pay bills and get the groceries and bring them home. I have to do all those things still, so I can't sit there and, hey, let's do exercise and let's walk for a little bit. Let's play this game. Because then there's no meals cooked and no beds made and no floor swept.
Right.
And then you try to do it all, and you're just so stressed out. I ended up on blood pressure meds, and they had to be increased, and near breakdown at one time. And you know, I consider myself a strong person, but I'm not invincible. And no matter how strong you are, you have a breaking point. And when this is available to you, I've been by it so many times and had no clue.
Right.
I'm like, okay, adult daycare. And in my mind, you're going to have to pay something every week, you know, whether to go or not, just like when my children were little, I had to pay for daycare.
Sure.
But it's nothing like that.
Wow.
They have activities directors, you know, and it's just amazing what they do. And
Really
they care.
is.
I know I'm at peace. He's at the Lighthouse right now.
And you get to be peaceful for a minute.
I'm at peace.
That's beautiful, Jeanie. You know, we're talking about the Lighthouse Adult Daycare Center. Usually July, August is when TV 35 does what we've long called a telethon, but a fundraiser. Really, we try to concentrate, especially this year, on those who fall in the middle, who don't qualify for Medicare, who can't private pay, who can't pay themselves. So you have to come up with some way, and this is a way to help with scholarship money to provide for those individuals. Very worthwhile. The Lighthouse is trying to educate you more and more. That's why we're sitting here with Jeanie. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Oconee EMC is a proud sponsor of the Lighthouse Adult Daycare Center.
Grab life by the horns and grill up great tasting food with your new RecTech Grill from Georgia Pools. It's not too late to get your pool, so check in today with the friendly staff at Georgia Pools. And check out the large Yeti selection. See the new shipment of Maui Jim sunglasses just in. Stop by and see us at 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin, or give us a call at 478-275-3607.
Call Don's Tent Rental for any event in your future. Everything from weddings, reunions, or backyard parties. There's no event too large or too small. Call Don Thompson today at 275-3586 or drop by our showroom for endless ideas. There's no other choice. For your next important event, call Don's Tent Rental, 707 Industrial Boulevard in Dublin.
The real advantage is in the results. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine, providing physical and occupational therapy. Visit one of our locations in Dublin, Sandersville, or Metter. Understanding the cause is the first step in recovery and returning you to a strong and pain-free life. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine, personalized techniques designed around your recovery. Serving our community since 2002. Rehab Advantage in Sports Medicine.
My name is Bill Brown, and I'm the market president for Lawrence County for First Large Bank, a division of Bank South. First Large Bank's been part of the community for many, many decades, and we're excited about the new opportunity that's presented us after being acquired by Bank South. We talk about change, but the one thing that certainly hasn't changed is the people that will greet you every day. It's the people that you go to church with, the people that you eat supper with, the friendly staff that you're used to seeing on a daily basis. And we welcome you to come back to see us as our past customers and even our new customers. We would appreciate the opportunity to serve you.
And we welcome you back. Jeanie is telling us, giving a real testimonial about the Lighthouse Adult Daycare Center. And you said, Jeanie, you drive by that. So many people drive by that, and they don't. They're like, well, I think I know what it is. You know a little bit about it, but if you have a loved one in your family, if you have a friend, if you know of anyone in your church or your civic club, anywhere around who's dealing with someone with dementia. And we want to keep a lot of that stuff private sometimes. Right. I know a lot of people who have done that, family members and people I love in this community who just lock down and think they can care for that. Mm-hmm. You know, you get married until death do you part. You know, you love, honor, and obey. You take care of each other, and when something happens, you try your very best, but you cannot do all of that at once because, again, it's a 24/7 thing. If they lay down a while, you don't know when they're going to wake up, and they might just take off. Right. So you almost sleep with one eye open. You know, you got to come up with some kind of system to lock the doors. Right. But there's ways to deal with it properly, to deal with the dementia, to deal with that person that your loved one has become, and they're different. It's totally different, isn't it, Jeanie?
It is.
But if you get the support, if you'll go to a support group, which is being offered, Mott Judd Smith leads that class with Alzheimer's. She's been with the Alzheimer's Association in Macon for years. Sweet as they come. She's originally Judd. She's originally from Dublin, Lawrence County. But she comes down, it's the 14th this month. It'll be around that middle part of the month. And you can go online, or you can call the Lighthouse and find out. Go to one meeting and see what you get out of it. Sit down with people like Jeanie here who have experienced it, who have been in a dark spot.
Right.
And the Lord has brought help. And now you're relieved, and you can see that you can handle it with help. Right. But we all need help, don't we, Jeanie?
We do need help. And I learned with Mott, there are people that are embarrassed to say my loved one has Alzheimer's, but they don't mind telling you that their loved one's a diabetic. What's the difference? It's a chronic illness that they didn't bring on themselves. They didn't go out and decide, you know, that I'm going to have a mental health issue or that affects everything and everyone. Right. And, you know, don't be ashamed. It's sad. Yeah. And you don't want to be like, oh, I'm so glad. No, but share. If you don't pop that cork, something's going to pop for you. And there's just so much. We just had a party the other day for the 4th of July. Right. So they involve that caregiver with them. You know, we had hot dogs, hamburgers, barbecue. Yeah.
Well, you said earlier that your husband loves to go. Tell me about how that's worked out. At first, he didn't want to go because I guess, you know, what he understood, he didn't want to go. Whatever
he saw the sign. Adult daycare, Alzheimer's.
Okay.
So he did his long time of denial. You know, I'm gonna get better. I don't have dementia. I don't have Alzheimer's. I don't. You know, he did that for a long time. Acceptance is hard.
Of course.
It's hard on them, and it's hard on you as a caregiver. And guilt. Anger,
oh Lord,
just confusion, all these emotions that you go through before you can process it's just hard. It's the everyday thing but I don't have any guilt anymore of taking him to the Lighthouse. But I didn't say, you're going, this is what we're doing. I gave him the choice. And I'm like, well, let's just do this application and see what they say. Step 1. Step 2, how about just go one day? Go one day. If you don't like it, I promise you, you do not have to go back. So when I picked him up the first day, I asked him, I said, did you have fun? Yeah. I said, do you want to come back? Yeah. I didn't even get the tomorrow out. And he was like, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Because here's these faces and these peoples and this. At home, you can't do that.
So kind.
They
just
are.
so caring and loving. It's a wonderful experience when I go to the Lighthouse and I visit with them. But for someone who is just, and I'm going to say, use the word captivated in their home, they cannot, and we're social people. Right. We were made by God to be social people, to enjoy community. And at whatever mental state you're in, you're still going to enjoy that community by and large. So
Right.
give it the opportunity and check out the Lighthouse. We're so proud that you came in and
Well, I
been able
appreciate
to
it's my
share with
honor.
us. Yeah.
I hope that I can touch someone, and if just one person will check it out,
Mm-hmm.
I promise you, because I had that same, no, I'm not going to take him there, because I felt like till death do us part,
Mm-hmm. That's
and
your
I'm a
responsibility
failure.
kind of thing.
And what will his family say?
Oh,
What
Lord.
will, will they
Yeah.
didn't come down here and say, let me help you?
Ah.
So then I said, well, I don't care what the family says. I do care for his family, but this was on me.
That's right. And you care about him.
I care more about him than I
Yeah.
do about what they think.
Right.
And I have to care for myself, and you got to care for yourself.
Yeah.
Because you can't care for them if you don't care for yourself.
Yeah.
And if you just try it, you don't have to go. I know one person that did it, and he hasn't gone back because of other family situations. So it's not like if you
you gotta keep going, right,
And if you
right.
do have to private pay, it's not really expensive.
Yeah.
It's not like
They can work with you.
They
They'll
will work
help
with you.
What a great Chris Harden, everyone down there.
Oh, yes.
Is such kind and sweet people. The entire board is. And we want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, during this time, maybe you take this, you see this interview, you hear about it, you check into it, you visit them. And you don't have an issue, but you go back to your civic club, you go back to your ladies group, you go back to
Right.
your Sunday school class, you go back to whomever, and you say to home, and you say, I want to help. Then you can get in touch with Chris, and she'll let you know the cost of a day, and you could sponsor. You could actually give a scholarship to somebody to come a few days. We told a story that just recently, a man working at fast food restaurant needed health care, can't afford it, has to work, keep the lights on at home. That's the type of people that the scholarships are given to.
Right.
Has a loved one, what can you do? Well, there's opportunities here. There's opportunity for you to be able to help. So we'll take another short break. We're going to be right back, okay?
Hello, my name is Paris Williams with Take It to Paris Home Care, your structured family caregiving provider. If you have a disabled loved one that's on Medicaid, did you know that you can get paid? Give us a call at 478-772-3044. We have some amazing team members that will be happy to help you and walk you through this process of getting paid to take care of your loved one. Again, my name is Paris Williams with Take It to Paris Home Care.
Lovett Insurance, built on family values that stand the test of time. Business, home, auto. LovettInsurance.com. 478-272-6731. Stop by 510 Bellevue Avenue in Dublin. Lovett Insurance, built on family values.
Hi, this is Meg Greer Evans with Middle Georgia Estate Planning in Dublin, Georgia. If you need assistance with a power of attorney, healthcare directive, will or trust, or if you're thinking about long-term care planning for a nursing home one day, give us a call. We'd be glad to talk with you and see if we can help. Our phone number is 478-272-2885, or visit us online at middlegaestateplanning.com.
Townsend Brothers Funeral Home has been serving our community since 1937. Our family will treat your family with grace, dignity, and heartfelt sincerity with an extraordinary level of professionalism. You are our friends, and it is a privilege to take care of you and your loved one in a time of need. Townsend Brothers Funeral Home, family owned and family focused.
All right, and we welcome you back. Jeanie, I just want to sum it all up for everybody on this as far as a testimonial for the Lighthouse, in that you said you were a strong person. Tell me about your work experience in your life so far, just real quick right now, please.
My work experience?
Yes, ma'am.
I
What you
worked in the
done?
medical field.
Uh-huh.
I worked 20 years and 7 months in a maximum security prison.
Doing medical.
doing medical, doing x-rays and
Maximum
lab.
security.
Yes, in Jackson.
Yeah.
I was the director of the Joy Clinic for the LBA for 15 months
Yes,
before
ma'am.
I really retired. And did a few other, helped a friend out at a boutique, and now I'm working, I don't know why I can't just do it, but I'm still working part-time only because of the Lighthouse. I get the opportunity, I work with elections, so I get to see, I
Work
get
with
my
Susan.
social, I work with
Yeah.
Susan Roach, she's my supervisor. In early voting, I get to see all these people coming in, and
yeah,
I
yeah.
recognize those faces that come in as my face in the mirror along
Yeah.
several years ago. And I do try to reach out and tell them, you know, the despair, the face is just, there's no hope. You reach a point, there is no hope. But now you have hope. There is hope, and it's a facility here, a little known thing that's been sitting here that people drive by on their way to Belts and Walmart, and just turn on your blinker.
Yeah.
Go in door A, that's where the office is. Door B is where our clients go in. And the facility is spotless. It's clean. There's no odors. You need to think about adult. It's nothing like that.
Nope.
Nothing
Nope.
like that. It's, I would, if I have dementia, if I get dementia, that's where I want to go. Because that's going to keep me out of a nursing
Yeah.
home.
Thanks for sharing, because I want people to understand that you're a very strong person. You've done things in life that demanded not only physical but mental and
Right.
and spiritual strength.
Right.
And you still are a go-getter. You could do it. It'd wear you down to nothing.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to be worn down to nothing, ladies and gentlemen. She wants to take care of herself so she can keep taking care of others around her, because you can't pour from an empty cup.
This is true.
Yeah. So the Lighthouse is a terrific option. It's an option for you to be able to help out during our fundraising event during this month and next month, or any time in the year. If you get to the end of the year and you want to, if the Lord lays it on your heart, then you need to do it. That's for sure.
Amen.
But Jeanie, thank you so much for sharing
Thank
and
you.
for your enthusiasm for it all, for your zeal for life and your love for other people. You love people.
I do.
You worked in correction facility for all those years, and you're still bright and shining, because if you think about it now, that's a place you might get worn down on right there, but
The Lord
it's
put
opportunity.
me there because with my situation, many times I was one-on-one with the inmates, and I was different. I didn't know I was different, but I was only different because of God
Amen.
and the Spirit.
Yeah.
And that's where He would show.
Yeah.
And they would say, well, you're different from them. And I said, oh, it's just Jesus. It's not me. It's Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, because I didn't want to, you need to get the Lord, you know, because they had enough. So I got the opportunity to be a walking witness for the Lord. And even a death row inmate commented, you know what they say about you down in it's G house? And I'm like, oh, no. I don't want them talking about me. And I'm like, no. Well, I'll tell you. If something goes down in this prison, you'll be one of the very few that don't get hurt. And I just looked at him and do you want to know why? And I said, well, yeah. He said, because you treat us like humans instead of like animals. And I said, I do what the Lord tells me to do. I'm not your judge or jury. That was done before. My job is to take care of you here.
Yeah.
So being there, the Lord could use me for that time. So I didn't have all that pressure, and I had very little problems, and I had inmates that had my back, is what
Yeah.
they say.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I didn't treat them, they're
Inhumane.
humans too. They made mistakes.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
made mistakes, and they're human.
Yeah.
And God loves them just as much as He does me. So there
Yeah.
was my opportunity to be His witness.
Sure.
So that's why I worked at the prison.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for your good spirit, for your kind heart. You're very genuine. Hope it's come across to you, ladies and gentlemen, in Washington, watching today, what a person that Jeanie is.
Well, I'm just your everyday girl. I love people. And I know if you're a caregiver, trust me, I know. I won't say, I just understand. No, I know those emotions. I know that feeling. I know what desperation is. And I know when you're to the point where, you know, I would not be mad if God just took me home today. I've reached that point. That was the dark, going down the rabbit hole. Thank God for the Lighthouse. if you can help them, and if you need them, or you know someone that does, reach out, because they'll be there for you. I mean, I can't say enough good about them. I could talk all day about them. But, yeah. And they care about you, not just your client. They care about you. And you worry about, you're one phone call away. If they need you, they'll call you. Go have lunch with your girlfriends. Go play golf. Go fishing. 8 to 4, you got 8 hours that you can do things. It's just, you never know how much fun Walmart can be until you're a caregiver and can't go. And, it's a blessing. It's just and thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you're doing for
Yes,
them.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We do appreciate it. I'm
ma'am.
part of them, so
Yes,
I
ma'am.
thank you also.
We appreciate you joining us. Remember, support the Lighthouse Adult Daycare Center, please.
Yes.
It's as easy as FSB, local lenders helping you with personal, business, and mortgage loans. 115 years of banking with locations in Cadwell on Birch and on Veterans and Hillcrest in Dublin. FSB, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
My name is Dwayne Jeffers. I've lived in Dublin, Georgia most of my life. This is my brother Ralph. I kind of help him along as he goes through his issues.
I just got through working on my shoulder where I did shoulder replacement, then I fell and broke it. So Janice has worked with me on that, and now she's working on where I fell again and dislocated the little finger, so we're trying to get it back straight. But they've been real nice and couldn't ask me any better service and taking time with us to try to achieve the goal that we both wanted.
The biggest thing with any kind of surgery you have is what therapy you have. It's to follow through with the therapy, and Janice and all of the ones here are great. They all have their own little individual things that they do, and everything is really done in a professional manner. We're at Bass today, and I would just like to say what kind of good service that I have had from them. I've had 2 rotator cuff surgeries. I've had other issues, and they have been top notch. And when I go to my doctor, he don't have to ask me where I'm going, because I don't go anywhere but to Bass.
At Progressive Rural, we're proud to serve members across Lawrence, Dodge, Wilkinson, Bleckley, and Wheeler County with the communication services you depend on every day. We're your total communications provider, working hard to deliver quality service at the best prices. From reliable landline phone service to unlimited broadband fiber optic internet to absolute cable TV with digital high definition and internet speeds up to 1 gigabyte. Progressive Rural keeps you connected to what matters most. We're committed to putting our members first, always. Progressive Rural, your connection to home. Total Earth Services, proudly supporting the Lighthouse Adult Daycare Center.